enjoy that fresh start. Barbara from Florida, where can I find the scripture that says, you are of your father, the devil? St. John chapter 8, verse 44, he's talking to Cain, okay, the first murderer. And he tells him, so you are of your father, the devil. Why? Because he was the offspring of Satan. You will not find Cain in Adam's genealogy because Adam was not his father. But you will find Cain's genealogy all by itself in chapter 4 of Genesis. But Adam's genealogy you'll find in chapter 5, and you will not find Cain there because he was Satan's son. The conception took place before Genesis 4, verse 1, chapter 4, verse 1. It would seem that upsets a lot of people, but that's the teachings of Jesus Christ in the great book of Matthew in chapter 13. When you go past verse 35, he explains the parable of the tares. He said, the wheat are the children of God. They're the creation of God that he planted on earth. But in the night, somebody came along and planted an evil seed in woman. And that evil seed came forth. And then the disciples get to him then a little later on and say, hey, what are you talking about? Explain that. He said, the good seed were planted by God himself. But the wicked seed are the children of the devil. Now that isn't that difficult to understand. A child can understand it. And you can read it in the 13th chapter. That's of Matthew as well as John 8:44. You could also read in the little epistles of John, first epistle of John, chapter 3, along about verse 12, Cain, who was of that wicked one, that's progeny of his father, the devil. John from Alabama,